Tell me how this semester was for you.
Um, it started off really, it was like really difficult because it was a different learning experience than like what I was used to. And I mean, at the end of the spring semester of undergraduate, my senior year, it was easy to switch to online. It was at the end of the semester, so like, and I already kind of knew how to like, do undergraduate work, so it wasn't that difficult. But when I got to graduate school and like I didn't know anybody, I didn't,
And then you
it,
also had to move, right?
yeah, So, and I had to like move, I had to like pretty much meet and get used to like my living situation with like my new roommates. Um, I had to meet an entire new department, new faculty. So, and doing all of that online was just, that was a lot. So,
I meant like the classmates like that are in the class with you that annoy you. Like talk about that.
oh, um,
Yeah, and let's get messy.
but a lot of them are, in my opinion, very pretentious, very snobby, really annoying. I have this group chat with these two friends in one of my classes where we like every time someone will say like a word that we're just like, what the fuck does that even mean? We like tally up the words. So like anytime someone says like epistemological, ontological, phenomenological, or any of that fucking shit that doesn't even like
And they don't
make
even
any.
explain the context in
Mhm.
which they're using it. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are the people who probably annoy me the most, or the people who just act like they're just doing so well in grad school and I'm like the rest of us are fucking suffering, and they're like, well, I enjoyed the reading and I read all of it and I have so much to say, and I'm like, well, I didn't even fucking spark note it,
Yeah,
and I
and it's
hated it.
and it's like why are you still why are you why do you feel like you have to do this in a pandemic?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they're fucking the professor.
That's your conclusion.
No.
What advice would you have to current graduate students or people who are thinking about entering graduate school? It's most likely that they're going to be doing it during the pandemic. What advice do you have for them?
Someone tried to tell me that like if you treat it like a job, then it feels better.
Grad
And I
school.
guess to some extent that it does for me because it makes me think like, okay, like don't like take like your work home. So like I know like, okay, you only work on this for like a certain amount of time during the day. And after that, like you're done because like I clock out. Versus like me being a student, like, okay, well, I'm in class today, then I have homework at night, and then like I need to study, like just my entire life being about school. So like
Yeah.
when I take a job, I'm like, I have a time that I clock in and I clock out, whatever time works best for people. For me, it's like 11 o'clock at night until like 4 a.m. So yeah, that's like the only time that I feel very focused to do my work.
Hmm.
So and then like during the day, I wake up like maybe in the afternoon, and I just kind of just like watch TV, eat, watch TikToks, just relax because those are not unless I have class. So treating it like a job, not being an overachiever because literally nobody is actually reading this shit. And if they are, they're lying about it. And if they actually are reading it, they just really don't have a life outside of school, which is not good. So you shouldn't strive to make school be your everything. That's just my opinion.
Hmm. I can't believe like how much work I've just like spit out. And it's just like I don't know, like I feel accomplished, but I know that like it came with a price. Like my appetite has been off, my sleep has been off, my eye was twitching for a few days because because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I
Mhm.
had to realize that I was like, you know what? I need to sleep. I need to sleep in.
Yeah. I saw a tweet that said a good paper is a finished paper.
Hmm.
And that's what I plan on doing for the rest of my papers. If it gets finished, that's all that matters. I don't care how good it is. It's just, it's finished. So,
The protests are for, like you said, ending the violence that's happening. Like there, like what where when does the policy stuff come on? We just want like, can we just get, why do we have to get policies so the violence can stop? Obviously the policies aren't going to do anything because the issue is the police. Like that, like I don't get, yeah, I guess I understand your frustration at when people are like, oh, we need more elected officials. We need, it's like, no.
Like activists become policymakers. They're activists. They're not writing laws. They're activizing, if that's a fucking word. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know why people think that activists should like and so those people, it's funny though. But am I frozen? Oh, okay, never mind. So those like black women in Georgia who like were like organizers and activists who like got 800,000 plus people to register to vote in Georgia, which is why Georgia turned blue. They were all like activists and organizers. And when Obama said that, a lot of them came out and said, like, it's not an activist's job to write laws. It's not an activist's job to make you comfortable. Like the point of the movement is to make you uncomfortable. And I was just like, so y'all were not mad when these people registered all these people to vote so that Georgia could become blue,
Hmm.
so that y'all could get elected officials. But when they say like this is our movement, y'all have a problem. So you only really care about black activism when it's helping people get elected. I was like, that's slavery.
You said what?
Because yes, we can was such a good slogan.
With those two people that you mentioned, all I just see is white queer people. Like that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything because there's so much violence
Mhm.
happening to black trans women
Yeah.
specifically.
I know.
And that doesn't get publicized a lot. And like, even I mean, this is also something I can't really keep up with because it's just a lot, but I need to like know so I can like see the names. But I know like the Laverne Cox was attacked recently, and then there was I just saw, yeah, yeah, like with her one of her friends, she did a IG video of it, and then there was a more recent death that I saw someone post about, which I don't know about yet. And yeah, I think about like, we talk about Breonna Taylor, we talk about um George Floyd, we see their murals everywhere, but we don't see like Tony McDade and like all the other black
Yeah.
trans and queer people that were brutally murdered, and their stories weren't really told and they weren't really memorialized. So it's like, I don't know. I just get annoyed when that's what we talk about when we think about gender, but we don't talk about like the violence that
Yeah.
extends to black, queer, and trans people.
I agree. I mean, like, I noticed that a lot of people were like sharing stuff about like no disrespect to Harry Styles because I would fuck him, but I know a lot of people who were
Yeah.
sharing stuff about Harry Styles and like uh Elliot Page, like when all that happened, and I was like, I've never seen some of you ever say a single thing about like the like huge like mass death of black trans women like at all, and like I never see you share anything about it. But I mean, I feel like the that fandom, specifically the fandom for like Harry Styles, is just like ridiculously like a bunch of like white women anyway, or like white gay men maybe. I mean, they just in general just usually don't even care about black queer people,
Yeah, in
especially
general, yeah.
anyway. So, I mean, I kind of wanted to call some of my friends out and be like, okay, this is funny how you want to talk about him, but like you never talk about black trans people. But again, my mental health right now is trying to tell myself not to reply back to people.
Yeah.
I made a on that recently, and it like really like fucked me up and made me like very depressed. So,
All right, Aaron. My final question. Usually I end with talking about what we're annoyed about, but we kind of did that the whole episode. So I want to ask you a very special question that I haven't asked a guest yet on this
mm,
season.
okay,
Are you ready?
yes.
What are you watching?
Oh,
Okay, out of all that you've talked about, I'm most interested to know about TikTok. This is a new phenomenon that I have not really delved into because I just don't need another thing to be obsessed with.
it's so addicting.
I know, I don't need it. I don't need it.
I probably spend about collectively like maybe like 8 to 9 hours a day watching TikToks. It's like a job at this point.
And
Um,
they're like little videos, but you spend so much time because it's like, oh, I want to watch all of this.
yeah, they're like all 1 minute videos, and it's like the best way I can describe it is like it's like an underground like comedy, like just it's just I don't know how to describe it. It's a different kind of like social media that like I've never experienced because I never was into like Vines. Like I never watched the
Oh,
Vine.
I
So TikTok is new for me, and it's just so easy just to keep scrolling, and then it'll
mm.
pop up like, hey, you've been watching TikToks for like a long time. You need to like,
Oh, it does that like how Netflix did when you would watch Netflix for a while, it'd be like, hey, you've been watching Netflix for a while.
yeah, yeah,
It does that on the app. It pops up and be like, hey, you've been watching this.
yeah. But you can just scroll past it.
What is it? Just to remind you that you've been sucked down a vortex.
Yeah. Like if you like watch it for like maybe like 5 hours straight, it's like you've been watching for way too long. You need to like take a break, go get a snack.
Rest your eyes or something. You know.
But most people just scroll past it. Some people block it. So
I
um,
need to do an episode on TikTok because
you do, yeah, it's
this
so
is
good.
just so fascinating to me how people are
There's
like
different
obsessed with
like
it.
things in TikTok. Like there's like straight TikTok, there's gay TikTok, there's
Yeah,
TikTok.
I always see like straight white TikTok. I don't
No,
have
no,
black
that's
TikTok.
not even. Mm-mm.
I don't, my the algorithm on my app isn't set up so I can see like black people. Like I haven't I've been the stuff that people have been sending me, I've been like trying to like it so I can get more black people on my feed cuz I'm tired of seeing the
Mhm,
blands.
mhm.
Okay. I think we can end it there. You gave me an idea
Oh
to
wait, I
watch.
have one more show. Never mind. I don't
Okay.
want to. Never mind.
No, go. Go.
Okay, cut it out because I don't want anyone to know this. But I will also, I also watch Wendy Williams a lot. So
Why would I cut that out? She is amazing.
because she's problematic
She
sometimes.
is she doing better with her drug problem?
I don't know. I think so. She has a movie coming out in January.
A movie on her life or she's in a movie?
No, a movie on her life. It's called Wendy Williams the movie.
Is it on Lifetime or is it what? What is it actual?
It's
I
a
knew
two
it
hour,
was a Lifetime movie.
one
Oh,
hour of a documentary, and then like 1 hour of like the like a movie.
oh, this should be nice. We
Look at
would
the trailer. It's so good.
okay. I will give this a watch because I think Wendy is she has done things for the culture.
Mhm.
Gossip is it's a part of our culture and I think we need to acknowledge that.